everybody, Jay and Manion here at the MPC Photo Gym, and we're closing in on the road to the Pittsburgh Pro, and I'm here with IFBB Pro Figure.
Jennifer Johnson.
Jennifer, how you feeling?
Feeling good. I can't complain. Feeling really good heading into one of the biggest shows of the season.
All right, so first time doing this?
This is my first time competing at the Pittsburgh Pro, but I did turn pro at North Americans in 2021. So this is...
So you missed the 10th in 2020 when it was in the parking lot.
Yes, I did. But I came back in 2021 and turned pro. So,
well, that means Pittsburgh's good for you.
yeah, I'm excited to step on such a prestigious stage. Like, I really am.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, and I know I keep repeating myself, but there's so many storylines in every pro division that, I mean, and there could be surprises. I mean, there's a lot of big names, but that doesn't guarantee any of them win, correct? No,
it doesn't. I've been surprised many times watching figure pros step out there. So I'm never seeing what I'm expecting is going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I feel like you will be wowed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, I mean, anybody can win in any division on any day.
Absolutely. I feel like if you put the work in, work ethic is going to be everything. The discipline, consistency, like you definitely, and show up, present your best. Like the outcome, it's unlimited. You just never know how things are going to turn out.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I've always called the show the Olympia.
Oh, this is a big deal. This year, I feel like this is a step up from the Arnold. Just looking at some of the promotions. Well,
actually, the difference between the Arnold and the other shows is because Arnold's an invitational. Okay. This contest, anybody can get in.
Okay. Yeah. Saying the Expo it's going to be a step up from that. That's what I feel like. This is going to be that's going to be a really big change this year. Yes. The Expo. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to have quite a few IFBB stars there. We have a bunch of other sports going on, so it's going to be. And like I tell people, I say I probably hadn't been to the Pittsburgh Convention Center in like over 10 years, and we went there for the walkthrough, and I forgot how big that place really is.
Okay, I haven't been to the Pittsburgh Convention Center, so it'll be awesome.
And you have a bonus at the hotel. There's a walkway, right? So you can walk right over. You don't even have to go outside.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm used to being at the Sheraton or
at the Wyndham.
The Wyndham, one of those. So it'll be nice to be at the bigger.
Yeah, on the second floor, there's a bridge walkway right over, covered walkway. So
okay, it'll be great.
All right. So, how did you get started training with weights? I'm going to give people a little background on you.
So, 2015, I was vacationing with girlfriends and literally was in Jamaica, came home and saw pictures of myself. I was like my early 30s and I was not happy with what I saw. And so literally like within a few days, I walked into a gym and I was looking for a personal trainer, just wanting to get fit. And I actually was introduced to my current coach, who was really just a fitness trainer at that point. Like, we just wanted to get in shape and train to get in shape. And so for about a couple of years, I've probably yo-yoed. I would gain weight, would lose weight, really wasn't super serious. And then I think I started to see definition at some point in like the upper body. And it was like, once I started to see the body change, it was like an investment in just getting fit. So maybe 2 years in 2017, I started to see my body start to change. And then a friend of mine invited me. She was doing a bodybuilding show. She was a nurse and we were really good friends. And she invited me to come out and see her. She was competing in actually OCB as a bikini. Just a day.
We don't know those letters.
Okay. Well, I went to another show where a friend was competing, watched her, and then I was like, I walked out of there and literally like talked to, my current coach, who was just a fitness trainer back then, and said, "Hey, I want to do bodybuilding. Like, I want to do that." And he was like, "All right, I know some people that coach, let me make some connections and let's see." And then probably within 2018, I did my first NPC show in Laurel, Maryland. October 2018. That was my first time stepping on stage. Very, very, probably really awkward initially.
Right.
Posing wasn't great, but I did walk away with like 5 swords. First place wins, and debut. Like, it was just really amazing. And so when I look back now, I'm kind of like, you were at this regional level, you were winning,
Right.
your very first show. But it just definitely set a tone for, the growth in the sport. And every year I feel like that I've stepped on stage, I can look back and say, I've gotten better as an athlete. The look has evolved. And you don't just do it just to say you're doing it.
Right.
Like, you're doing it. Like, I live for the discipline of the sport. It's just every year, if I can build a better physique, if I can diet a little harder, block out noise, it's just rewarding.
Yeah.
It is. The sport is just near and dear to me. It really is. So.
Yeah. And you said earlier you're qualified for the Masters Olympia.
No, the
goal is
this year is to qualify for it. Yes. Like, I've looked at the flights because I'm like, I need to, if this is something that I want to do, like, I need to be planning for it. If I feel like, and this year I feel like, there's something in me that I feel this year that lets me know, like, you will go, because that's something that I want to do. And I actually feel
I like that you're positive. You're looking for the flights.
I'm looking at flights. I am looking at, what's like, I would love to stay a few days post the show. So looking just to see, like, what, what I'll be able to do while I'm there. But again, manifesting it, and really this year working hard. I feel like I've bust my butt this season. And there's been so many things going on around me. And I feel like the one thing normally that I can't control is prep and how the body responds to stress. But this year I feel like everything has been going on around me, and the body has been just responding. The other variables that normally I can control, this year I felt like they were out of my control. But prep, like, every week I had a good check-in. Every week the scale moved. I moved this year, downsized, a lot of things that were stressful along the way. And the body just responded. Like, as long as I did everything I was supposed to do and didn't miss a workout, got my sleep as much as I could, at least 7.5 to 8 hours, elevated feet when I had time, downtime to do that, meal prepped, sauna. I feel like if I checked all the boxes, then I feel like my body followed this season. So that's what makes me feel like this is a different season for me. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're coming to Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back on that stage. I haven't been competed in Pittsburgh since I turned pro there. So I feel like it's time. And
it's definitely time.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah. So I will stand on stage with some of the best athletes, and I'm excited to do that.
Yeah. Well, good. So is there anybody you want to give a shout out to while you're here?
I probably want to thank my coach, who has really always had a vision for me and has poured into me. And I probably haven't had seasons where I've done exactly what I've been asked to, but I would say we had a great improvement season, and I feel like that was a segue into this prep. So I would say I would thank my coach for just pouring into me and always seeing something in me and his other competitors that we typically don't see. Right. And so this year it's going to be a good year. So.
Good. Now, if people want to follow you on social media, where can they do that?
You can follow me at Jersey Girl Fit _IFBB _pro on Instagram.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No. Thank you so much for this interview, and I'll see you guys in Pittsburgh in a few weeks. Thank you.
Well, one last question. So it's your first time here. What did you think?
It was exciting. I got to see all these toys in the gym, some amazing toys. I love to train back. So I saw some equipment that I see in my gym, but some of it is not just set up slightly differently. So it's like a playhouse here. Like,
well, the bonus is because this isn't a public gym, so all the machines are still like brand new.
They are amazing. Like, I'd love to come back and just have time to work out here, honestly. So, so it's been a great experience overall. Thank you.
Great. So May 10th and 11th, get yourself to Pittsburgh, come watch Jennifer on stage and watch all the other divisions. And yes, there will be a live stream, but we don't have the information yet, but it's much better coming in person. Don't you agree?
Yes, come in person if you can. Thank you.
Right. All right. So J.M. Manion.
Jennifer Johnson.
Signing out for NBCNewsOnline.com and look forward to seeing you in Pittsburgh.